characteristics of common emitter transistor. Here, this is the basic circuits to determine the different characteristics of the common emitter transistor. Now, voltage across base emitter junction VBE can be varied by adjusting the potentiometer R1. And similarly, the voltage across collector emitter junction VCE can be varied by adjusting by this potentiometer R2. Now, there are two characteristics of the transistor, one input characteristics and second output characteristics. Now, first we studied about the input characteristics of the transistor. So now it is a graphical relationship between base current to the base current and emitter base voltage at constant collector emitter voltage is called input characteristics of the transistor. Now, to determine the input characteristics of the transistor, first the output voltage VCE is kept constant at 0 voltage. Then the emitter base voltage is increased from 0 to different voltage levels. For the different voltage level of VBE, the corresponding value of base current is noted or recorded. And then draw the graph between VBE versus IB. Now next, the output voltage VCE is increased from 0 to 10 volt. We can take any value. So then the voltage across base emitter junction VBE is increased from 0 to different voltage level. And then corresponding the value of base current is noted or recorded. And then draw a graph against between VBE versus IB. So now it is most important then when our output voltage VCE is equal to 0 volt, that means the emitter base junction is forward biased due to the only input voltage, that means VBB. So now this base emitter junction is acts as a normal PN junction diode. So the input characteristics of the transistor is similarly to the characteristics of normal PN junction diode. So the cut off voltage of the silicon cell is 0.7 and for germanium 0.3. So now in our case we are taking silicon transistor. So in this case after this 0.7 volt, a very small increase in VBE will rapidly increase the base currents. So it is most important. Now if we increase the output voltage 0 to 10 volt, will further increase the depletion layer between emitter and collector junction. Now the base region is lightly doped as compared to collector emitter region. So the depletion region penetrate more into the base region and less into the collector region. So as a result, the width of base emitter junction of the depletion layer will decrease, which reduce the input currents produced in the base region. So from these characteristics we can say that the higher value of output voltage, it is most important, VCE, the curve is shifted from right sides. So now another thing, the higher value of the output voltage VCE is increase the cutoff value of the 0.7 volt. So that's why, therefore, to overcome these problems, more VBE input is required than previous case. So here next is input resistance. So now the change in emitter base voltage to the change in base current at constant VCE is called input resistance. And the value of this input resistance is lies between 800 ohm to 3 kilo ohm. Output characteristics. Now the output characteristics of common emitter transistor. A curve is drawn between a collector emitter voltage and collector current at constant emitter current is called output characteristics of the transistor. To determine the output characteristics of the transistor, the emitter currents is kept constant at zero value, and then the collector emitter voltage is increased from 0 to different voltage level. For the different voltage level of VCE, corresponding the collector current is noted or recorded. A curve is then drawn between VCE and IC. Now when current IE is 0, then this transistor is operated in cutoff region. So in this condition, both junctions are reverse bias. That means base emitter junction and collector emitter junction. Now next, the emitter current is increased from 0 to 10 microampere. So now 0 to 10 microampere. Then the collector emitter voltage is increased from 0 to different voltage level. For the different voltage level of the collector emitter junctions, the corresponding collector current is noted. A curve is then drawn between VCE and IC. So here when IE is equal to 10 microampere, that time the transistor is operated in this active region. Now in this region, your base emitter junction is forward bias and collector emitter junction is reverse bias. Now when the output voltage VC is very small, that means approximately 0.21, then the collector emitter junction is forward bias. This is because the collector junction effect is very less in compared to input voltage VBE. So it is most important. Now already we have seen the base emitter junctions is already forward bias. So when both junctions are forward bias, will increase rapidly increase the collector current, and transistor is operated in saturation region. So in this region, both junctions are forward bias. That means base emitter junction as well as collector emitter junction. Now next, output resistance. So output resistance is the ratio at constant emitter current, the change in collector emitter voltage to the change in the output resistance is the ratio between the change in collector emitter voltage and change in collector current at constant emitter currents, and this output resistance is denoted by RO, and its value it is in kilo ohms. Now another, we are also find out the current gain. So current gain, that means it is a ratio between collector current to the base current.